Hello, I'm Raffy Alunan. The manner in which counter-insurgency was waged during the Ramos presidency is the subject of Segment 5. Contrary to misperceptions that counter-insurgency requires a military solution, insurgency, in reality, is rooted in socio-economic injustices, compounded by government neglect that requires a comprehensive solution. Resolving it is everyone's responsibility that calls for a whole-of-nation approach. Hinihimok namin ang lokal at pambansang pamahalaan, akademya, pribadong sektor, media, sundalo, kapulisan, at mamamayan na panoorin ang kabanatang ito para isulong ang hangaring hustisya at kapayapaan.
Sometimes people resort to violence, resort to fighting the government because nobody is listening to them.
So labanan niya ng estratehiya, labanan niya ng taktika.
I announced there that we are not going to wage war, but rather we are going to wage peace.
Insurgency is a deeply rooted problem that has plagued the country for decades. When it was conceived, one of the roles assigned to the Special Action Force was counterinsurgency, to suppress the armed threat and to bring peace and development to the countryside. To quash the insurgency, SAF troopers were tasked to strike its heartland.
Create a home defense force and stay in the barangays, in the most influential barangay. Be with the people and do not abuse. That's the real concept of the Heartland.
Use all-out force with the right hand and all-out friendship with the left. Use them together in a balanced manner.
With President Ramos, the responsibility for internal operations shifted to the DILG-PNP from the AFP.
The counterinsurgency strategy employed by the Ramos administration was codenamed Lambat Bitag, that involved 4 phases: to clear, hold, consolidate, and develop.
The clearing phase required our men in uniform to clear the areas of armed insurgency. The second was to hold the areas that they cleared. Third phase would be secure or consolidate phase. This would allow now local governments to reestablish their presence and then start delivering on minimum basic needs to win back the hearts and minds of the people. The military and the police would provide the support. The last phase, which is the development phase, would begin once the local governments had fully established their presence. Civil society, the business sector, and other institutions would be encouraged to now pour in their resources to develop their communities. So that's the complete process, which we called Lambat Bitag.
Each Heartland mission entails SAF troopers to immerse in rebel-held communities for weeks or even months at a time.
Bago kami mag-jump off, pinag-aaralan na namin yung area. May area study na kami. Tapos nagkakaroon kami ng tinatawag namin doon brief back. Parang ikikwento na namin yung mangyayari doon sa operation namin.
Their tactics is to create fear among the people so that they can control them. So what we do is to go there and occupy the place and remove the threat to them.
The Heartland strategy is designed to gradually constrict the insurgents' movements, control, and influence until they are defeated. In this role, SAF confronts the armed threats in the field while gaining the trust and confidence of the people.
We should understand the underlying causes of this problem, which are poverty, injustice, ignorance, among others. So we have to address this problem, and this we did. So, ang ginawa namin nga ay yun to attract, to win over the cooperation and sympathy of the people who are being recruited or the population at large.
The war was fought far from the battleground and closer to home.
Sinimbahan ko lahat. Simba ko sa Katoliko, sa Protestante, para hikayati, samahan nyo naman kami dito. Kaya nga bayanihan eh. At yung nga hinihikayat, bumaba na kayo, manumbalik sa gobyerno, sa pamahalaan, at sama-sama tayong tumulong, pagtulungan itong problema.
SAF troopers are trained to always conduct themselves with dignity, self-restraint, and compassion.
Service is nothing but expression of love. Even those people whom you think don't deserve your love. And I think SAF have that kind of mentality. They can be very hard and tough against the enemies of the state, but at the same time, they can be very gentle and loving towards the community.
And what is the result of this strategy? The result is less encounter, less people killed, less people injured, but more people surrendered. So that's what I mean about breaking the backbone of the enemy without firing a shot.
Peace is the responsibility of everybody. People who want to defend themselves and live normally should have that right to peace.
After waging and winning the peace, goodbyes proved to be difficult.
Halos ayaw kaming paalisin ng mga tao doon. Nag-iiyakan yung mga tao pag umaalis na yung company namin. Kasi ang ginagawa namin sa mga tao, we treat them as member of our family, as yung SAF family.
When they feel secure, the people feel secure, they feel that they can go on with their normal way of life, that they have peace of mind.
The Heartland campaign isn't just a test of skill, but more importantly, of their character as peacemakers.
At the end of the day, they are our brothers. And God has taught us that we are our brothers' keepers. So while we fight it out to the hilt, we should also think there should be compassion in our fighting. We should be fighting not for the heck of it, but to achieve something, and that is for the betterment not only of yourself, but also even those who are fighting against the government.
In this struggle, it is the person, it is individual behind the gun that matters. So kinakailangan yung psychological mindset in the correct perspective.
We just don't fight for the sake of fighting. Ayaw namin yan. Ang gusto namin kapayapaan.
Salamat sa inyong panonood sa kabanatang ito. Kung nagustuhan ninyo ang video na inyong nakita, sana i-share ninyo sa inyong mga social media communities. Ang pang-anim na kabanata ay makasaysayan at may leksyon habang ipinapakita kung paano linabanan ang terorismo at ang Al-Qaeda. Ito ay si Raffy Alunan. May the Force be with you.